So TwitchCon had recently happened in Las Vegas here in the States, and they have some announcements, and I want to talk about some of the key ones that they had mentioned. The first one is Stories. Stories on Twitch is getting an update where you can upload and film short videos, you can tag streamers, add links, GIFs, and polls. Now, while Stories isn't something new to the social media space, there is absolutely nothing wrong with Twitch adding Stories and then wanting to keep people on the platform. So I think this is a nice feature. It's not a feature that wows me, but again, keeping people on the platform is really key for pretty much every social media platform out there. You don't want people jumping around. So being able to have stories and letting people connect a little bit more with their creators, I think is a good thing. Next, we got featured clips. Now, these were added back in August of 2023. And it's a great way for you to be able to find new streamers. Now, they were doing this to help with the discoverability issue on Twitch because up until then, there was really no discoverability. The discoverability is improving with Twitch, and they want to take it a little step further with the discovery feed and adding live channels next to see if that's going to help people find new streamers. I think this is a great thing that they're adding, and I want to see the discovery feed really get updated a lot to really help with that discoverability issue that Twitch has. Next, the clip editor is also getting some updates such as vertical clips in discovery feed, allowing your editors to access your clip editor, and improving the trim in aspect ratio changes. So I think that's pretty neat that they're updating the clip editor a little bit. It's not a bad clip editor. Like, I have never really had any issues with it. But it's nice that you're able to do the vertical clips right there and within Twitch. And you also have like your editors that might do your stuff for you. They can do that right there on the platform. They have access to it. And then I'm curious how they're improving the trimming and aspect ratio changes. I never really had any issues with the trimming on there, so we'll see what happens. So next, you can also collaborate with up to 6 streamers using what used to be known as Guest Star is now being renamed Stream Together. So with those 6 streamers, you can either have it be in full screen grid mode or you can have it in film strip mode. And however you have that set up, it's all going to be put into one URL, so that way you can add it into an OBS scene and it will be super easy to set up. Now, you can also have it to where it's just going to be audio if you wanted that and you didn't want to have any of the video and stuff like that. But the best part that is coming next year with this feature is that it's going to be able to combine everyone's viewership together, and you can merge the chats together with whoever you're collaborating with. Now, I assume they're going to have it where you don't need to merge the chats together if you feel like that other person that you are collaborating with might have a bit of a toxic chat and you don't want that chat with you on your side, but you want to still collaborate with the person. I would assume they would have it where you can check that off so you don't merge them together. But my biggest question comes with the combining of the viewership. Is that going to help people reach affiliate and partner? Like, are they going to be able to see that, oh, this person was collaborating with someone who has higher viewership? We're not going to consider that towards their application. That's something that is running through my brain right now. Now, if you didn't know, Twitch does have their own built-in alerts on the platform, and I did cover this in a video kind of briefly, just kind of going over the functionality of it. So I'll link that in the video description below in the card above. But they're going to allow you to add your own custom animated emotes to the alerts. I don't know exactly when, but because they haven't really given us a launch window for that feature, so I don't know when it's going to happen. I think that's neat, but they also do plan to double the animated emote slots for affiliates and partners. So that's also cool. And if you do anything with the hype trains, it's going to unlock some more slots for you. But getting more slots to have for your emotes and stuff is pretty sweet. Now this, I don't know why they're doing this, but they're doing another Subtember event in December. So again, not really sure why, but hey, half off on your sub prices and stuff like that. So You can go and support your streamers that you want to support and everything like that and not break the bank. So I mean, that's cool. So December, we're gonna have another Subtember. I don't know, like it'd be nice if they kind of like did that, I don't know, like every 3 months you kind of get some type of like discounted sub prices and stuff like that. I feel like that would be pretty cool, but maybe this is a one-time deal. I don't know, but cool. December, get your subs on. So when it comes to moderation and dealing with toxicity in chats and stuff like that, it's always been the 3-strike rule for most, where you give them a warning, you do a timeout, and then you do a ban. Now, early next year, they will have it where you can send anonymous warnings to chatters versus the typical warning, timeout, and ban rule. However, I still say do the 3-strike rule regardless. Have your auto mod set how you want it to, have your filters for words you don't want, and have your moderators ready to go when needed. Honestly, this feature should not be waiting until next year. This feature should have been implemented years ago. I don't know why it hasn't, but I mean, you have tools that you can use right now, like the auto mod, filters, and stuff like that if you don't have any moderators and everything like that. So definitely utilize them. You can also set it to where it's followers only, and if you have subs, you can set it to sub only chat or emote only chat and stuff like that. So you do have some ways around dealing with toxic chats. So if you need any suggestions on it, let me know in the comments and I can give you guys some suggestions. So Twitch finally came out and said that you can now multi-stream on their platform. However, they have some rules about it. So let's go ahead and dig into this. We're going to talk about the rules and we're going to clear up some confusion. So really quick, I'm just going to say multicast because that's just easier on the tongue. But here are the 3 guidelines that they have established. Number 1, you ensure that the quality of Twitch users' experience of your multicast is at a minimum no less than the experience on other platforms or services, including by your engagement with the Twitch community, for example, chat. Number 2, you should not provide links or otherwise direct your community to leave Twitch for your multicast on other services because we value the community on Twitch in the integral role community engagement plays for all Twitch users. And number 3, you do not use third-party services that combine activity from other platforms or services of your Twitch stream during your multicast, such as merging chat or other features to ensure the Twitch community is included in the entirety of the experience of your live stream. If you fail to adhere to the multicast guidelines, Twitch will send you a warning prior to taking any enforcement action. So, before I get into the FAQs, which kind of goes into a few questions that people have about this, let's talk about each one of these points real quick. So, to ensure that the quality of the Twitch streamer's experience of your multicast is at minimum no less than the experience on other platforms or services. Okay, I get that. Like you want to make sure that you are, chatting with everybody, whether you're streaming on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Facebook. Like you want to make sure that you are engaging everybody and that it doesn't feel less on one platform versus another. So I totally get that. Now, when it comes to you should not provide links or otherwise direct your community to leave Twitch for your multicast on other services because we value the community of like on Twitch and everything like that. So I've had times where there's an issue on one platform and I tell people, hey, come over to the other platform that I'm streaming on. I personally feel like there's nothing wrong with that. But when it says that you should not provide links, I can understand, but I don't like it. But they don't want you basically to put links in your chat as like a timer or a command or something that tells people to come over to this platform. Like they don't want you to use Twitch as a funnel to another platform essentially. And it comes back to, the whole thing of social media apps want to keep people on the platform, and that could be why they're being very strict on this. Now, when we go to the last one where it says for you to not use third-party services to combine activities from other platforms. The first thing that comes to my mind when it says such as merging chat and other features is Restream. Restream, you combined the chats and everything. So just from reading that and not scrolling down to read the FAQs, people will see this and be like, F Twitch, you know? They're so like disconnected from the industry and everything like that. So in the FAQs, we got like 6 different things. So the first one is, do these guidelines apply to all streamers? Yes, unless you have an agreement with Twitch that requires exclusivity. If you're unsure, then, contact Twitch support. So it's going to apply to everybody. So the next one is, what is an example of a degraded experience on Twitch? For example, shrinking the size of or otherwise degrading the video quality on Twitch so that it's worse than on other platforms. I don't even know how the hell you would do that. Like, I've restreamed before. There's no way that I can go and choose one platform and degrade the way it looks. When you restream or use Streamlabs multi-stream, it's just going to all those places. Like, I have no control of how one quality is going to look over the other. So that's just stupid. But if you have a way of doing that, I guess I can understand that. Number 3, can I still link third-party websites, including sites I am multicasting to, in my About section on the channel page? So this is where there's a line. So yes, you can put the link in your About section and where all your other links and everything are. So you can put them in the panels, you can put them in like the About section and stuff like that. You just can't put it in like a timer in the chat or something like that. So it says the limitations regarding third-party links and directing your community to leave Twitch only applies to your stream and your Twitch chat. You are not required to make any changes to the About section of your channel page. So number 4 says, can I use third-party tools that combine activity from other platforms or services such as chat if I am just using them for personal usage? So yes, you can use the Restream chat that merges everything together and you can look at it yourself. You just can't put it into your stream's overlay. So if you have a chat section, unfortunately, if you're restreaming, you cannot put it on there. I mean, you can if you want Twitch to, like, I don't know, maybe send you a message or a warning, but there's so many fucking streamers on this platform that I don't know how they're gonna be able to see everybody that does it. But if you get a warning message on it, then you got to find a way to not have it on there. So number 5, how do I designate my stream as a multicast in the Twitch interface? You don't have to. They say once implemented, this disclosure will both provide transparency for viewers engaging with the stream and help us identify how and when multicasting is beneficial for streamers. So you don't have to. I mean, you can put it in your title saying whatever you want it to say, and then after that you can put in like brackets, say Twitch, YouTube, Kick, Facebook, and people can find it that way. That way they know that you're multicasting on multiple places. And then the last thing is, if anyone had terminated their partnership program, left for another service, they essentially can get their stuff reinstated if they left on good terms and no violations of their partner agreement. So that's pretty cool. If people want to try to be a partner on Twitch, still get all the benefits, and then be able to still build their brand elsewhere. But yeah, that is pretty much everything for the guidelines for multicasting. I think in general it's a good direction. There's a little bit of tension still. It's not just, you can restream wherever the hell you want to restream and there's no like rules in place. Honestly, guys, every platform is going to have some type of rules. Some of them are going to be a little bit lighter than others. And coming from like Twitch's standpoint on it, I mean, I get it. And I honestly feel like Amazon has a huge reason as to why there's this tension. They want to make sure they're getting their investment back, right? And that might also be why they're doing the Subtember and in December and stuff like that. You know, they're trying to find ways to keep people on the platform. They're trying to find ways to help creators create what they want so they can stay on the platform. And also being able to restream is something that a lot of people have been wanting. So they were trying to find a way for them to allow this for people and also give stuff to the platform for those who are staying loyal on Twitch in terms of viewers and stuff like that. So I'm not against it or for it. I'm just the messenger, but I think it's a good step in the right direction and interested to see how it plays out. But hopefully this information was useful for you and answered any questions. If not, you can always drop your questions and we can talk about it in the comment section below. But that is everything that I have today about TwitchCon's announcements. If you found this video helpful, make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. And if you're wanting to learn about streaming or how to grow as a streamer, take a look at the educational content on this channel. And if you find it helpful, make sure you hit that bell icon so you can get notified every time I upload something new. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.